Hey guys, so I told you I was gonna make a video about the results to my HSG test that I had done today, the hysteropingogram test, which is what doctors do to determine if there's any blockage in a woman's reproductive system. So any blockage with the tubes or in the ovaries. So I had that done today. I was pretty nervous. I was anxious. Adrian went with me. He drove with me. And like I said, initially I didn't want to get it done because of the cost. And the Holy Spirit really gave us peace and grace to go on with this. And here we are. So this morning I took ibuprofen at 12 o'clock. And then I ate shortly after that to try to help activate it in my system, because they said that the test would bring like mild cramping because of the fluid that was going into the uterus that doesn't belong there. So it'd be like contract, the uterus. So it'd be like mild cramping, like period cramps. But everybody's different, and I was watching all kinds of videos and other women's results. But I'll tell you my experience and results here. So my appointment was at 1:30, and my doctor instructed me to go at 1 o'clock so I can fill out all the paperwork, the billing and everything like that. So I did, and we went to Toledo Hospital Radiology, and we got there, signed in. I will include the price here. Just because this video is about HSG testing results, and I will include pricing because I feel like anybody that's going to look at this video later and might want to get it done, it's something to be prepared for. We thought, however, it was going to be a little cheaper. That's okay because God provides, but it's nice to know. I guess every clinic's different, but the testing for us, for the hysterosalpingogram, that's how you say it, HSG is short for that, the total charges was $1,740. So my insurance, which is Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, covered $262, and which left us paying $565. I don't know how that happened, but probably because my husband Adrian needs to continue to pay into his insurance. We haven't had it that long, and this is a new year, so I think it's different every year. Anyways, we had to put down $100 for the test, and then we'll either be billed or call to follow up on making payments with payment arrangements. So that was something that we didn't expect, but it's okay because we had it. So we went in after we filled out all the paperwork. I went in the back and sat in the waiting room, and I was still a little anxious, but I was happy because Adrian was there with me. So they finally called me back, and Adrian didn't come back right away. The nurse is like, "You can come back with her. You her husband?" He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, you can come back with her if you want." He's like, "I'll just stay here." So then I was like, okay. So I went back and I followed her, and she showed me where the room was, and it was a big room. It looked like a delivery room, probably bigger than most delivery rooms. So anyways, she instructed me to take off all my clothes, and just to notify you guys, this video is TMI, but if you don't want to watch the rest of it, you don't have to, but I just want to explain everything from beginning to end. So she had me undressed, and she gave me a robe, and she said, "You can leave your stuff here and you'll come back and change when you're done." So I did. I took off my clothes, I left my bra on, and I put on the gown that they gave me. So I left everything in there, and I came out and I said, "Will you get my husband for me? Because I really want him to be back here." So she went and got Adrian for me, and he got in there, and he was just kind of like sitting. But the nurse explained to us how we were going to see the HSG on live testing. So what it is an x-ray. They take an x-ray of this fluid that they insert into your uterus, into your cervix, through your uterus, and it's supposed to spill into your fallopian tubes onto your ovaries, like I said. So in order to see that, they take x-rays. So it's like an ultrasound x-ray kind of. So that's what they did. I waited in the room after I changed for about the total was like, we were in there for like a half an hour, from beginning to end, probably like a little over like 45 minutes from first walking into the hospital to the end. So it wasn't that long. It was quick, and I knew going in that the procedure was going to take anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes, which was quick to me, and I didn't know what to expect. So like I told you in the other videos to pray for me, because I was nervous, I was anxious, I didn't know if I was going to experience cramping like other women explained that they did. I didn't know what to expect. I was just anxious, I think, and I guess for the results too. Obviously I wanted everything to be okay. So the doctor, Dr. Litt, which is one of the doctors that works at my gynecologist, some force at OBG, and the doctor that I seen was Dr. Wagner, who wanted me to do the HSG, and she's the one that read me my results for the ultrasound. So Dr. Litt is also a doctor there, and I met her for the first time today because she's the one who did my testing. So she was a nice woman. She just got back from maternity leave. Rosie, my friend, recommended me to go to this clinic because she was recommended to Dr. Litt, and I was excited to meet her and to get this done, I guess. Because like I said, we didn't want to go through this, but God did, so He knows what we need. And anyways, so after she came in, introduced herself, she explained to me everything that was going to be done, which I kind of had an idea because of the videos I watched and things I looked up on Google. So she just explained that all to me. She asked me if I had questions, and I kind of like was like blank-minded when she asked me, but then I did remember that I wanted to know if we were able to baby dance after the HSG, or if I had to wait. And she's like, no, you don't have to wait. Actually, studies show that us putting the dye, it kind of helps with fertility more after. So for the first 3 months, it's a help. Because of the dye, whatever it is, it like vacuums out, I'm not vacuum, it like plumbs out, flushes out anything that might be there, any mucus and whatever. So I was happy about that because I'm getting ready to enter into my fertile window. I believe I'm ready there. I'm on cycle day 10, which is good because that's when they usually do the HSG, from cycle day 6 to cycle day 10. So it can be in between those days, and today's my day 10. So after that, she had me lay in the bed and scoot my butt to the end of the bed, which is uncomfortable, but it was okay. Later on, after she cleaned and disinfected, and for any infections, to prevent any infections, my cervix, and got the catheter in there, which is really tiny, she had me relax my legs and put them on her thighs, because she was sitting, I was lifted up, so she was sitting on a stool doing all this, and which I was okay. At this point, I think I was just more anxious to actually get the dye in me, because like I said, didn't know how my body was going to react. I didn't know if it was going to be painful or what. So at this point, I was fine. I was like a pap smear at this point when I'm on the table, and she, inserted the catheter, and at the end of the catheter, there's like a little balloon that blows up. It's like air first that they push through, and then the fluid comes through. So we waited for the doctor to come in, because there was another doctor that had to come in and do the actual x-ray. And he came in, and when he got in there, he had to set up the whole machine, which it didn't take too long, kind of like rotate the picture to be upright. So when he did that, she inserted the dye. And at this point, like I said, I was just breathing in deep, breathing out, and it was helping, I guess, just my nerves. So when she did do the dye, I could see it was to the left of me and he was to the left of me. I was laying down and the machine was over me right here, and I could see the screen. So I think that was more reassuring for me, that I could actually see what's going on. It gave me a little, more clear mind, and I felt like I was in the know. And Adrian was on the side of me. So when that happened, I was fine. I felt the dye going. It felt like cool, but no really cramps. I didn't have cramps at all. And even after, like now, it's been like an hour after, I'm fine still. Like everything, I'm good. I don't feel nauseous. Like she explained to me, if you get fever, nauseous, anything like that, call us and we'll take care of you. Go to the emergency room. So I haven't felt that. So like I said, everything was good as far as if I had any pain, any discomfort, cramps, none at all. And like I said, I took ibuprofen an hour before the procedure, so that might have helped, but I don't know. So everybody's different. So I was happy about that. I was relieved. So I was looking at the screen and I asked them, okay, that's the uterus, because it's an x-ray, so I can see my rib cage, I can see my organs, all that. And you can see down, in your reproductive system. So, and when they spilled the dye, you can see like my uterus and where the tubes went and the ovaries. I could see all that. So initially when they did it the first time, it spilled into the left side, easy. And then when they had kind of some questions, he was like, well, there's some air going through the right side, well, let's do it again. So she got some more of the liquid and she inserted it again, and it went through. It didn't go through right away, but it did, so there's no blockage. She assured me that if anything else, they seen anything else after the x-ray, when they were going to look at it together and then analyze it, and if they seen anything new or anything else, they would give me a call. And he had me actually rotate to my right side and then rotate to my left side on my hips, so he could take a picture of those as well, just to see better. But as far as everything, after he was done, he stepped out of the room. The nurses that were there were 2 other nurses, a nurse and a student that were there. They helped take away the machine. They were great, positive, encouraging. They helped me as much as they could, because afterwards, after I got off the table, Dr. Litt told us that everything looks good. Now just to get making a baby, and she said to call them and give them a follow-up if I start my period, to call them when I start my period, if I do. Hopefully I don't. So prayers, you guys. So like she said, this test, HSG test, will help with fertility. So it'll help boost my chances of getting pregnant this month, next month, and the next month. So we'll see. And then after that, she said just to take ibuprofen if needed, which I don't need it right now. Like I said, it's been an hour after. She also said to, sorry, they're upstairs and they're playing games or listening to whatever they're listening to, but she also said to not take ibuprofen during my ovulation, my fertile days. So she also said that it's better for the sperm to wait on the egg than the egg to wait on the sperm, because it doesn't work like that. So if I have a positive bold lines on my predictors, like say cycle day 13 or 14, then normally that means I'm getting ready to release an egg within the next 36 hours. So it's good to, have that, know that, which, last cycle we had sex a lot, and baby dance, sorry. We baby danced a lot, more than I expected, and we weren't pregnant, but it's okay, because it's on God's time. Like I said, He's going to get the glory. He knows what's best for us, and we're excited. I'm so blessed. I was just thanking God, because I didn't know what to expect when a woman's told that you should have HSG test, because they don't know, you know, the ultrasound looks like your tubes are dilated, but it's hard to tell. It's kind of scary, especially because we haven't had a baby yet, and we don't know why, but God knows why. So she asked me how long we've actively been trying, and I told her it'll be a year in June. And some of you might think, a year? Only? You guys will... if you know, me and my husband Adrian have been married for almost 6 years in June. So he actually had to get testing done too. And if you know, if you've been following me, then you know from past videos that he had to get surgery on his testicles because of varicose vein. So everything's good, and his sperm is good to go. But other than that, you know, it's God's timing. And like I told her, it seems like forever because we've been married for almost 6 years, but God knows, you know. And being here in this moment, at this point we are in this journey, it's just taught me to trust God, and us to trust God, and that He has us and He hears us. And I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for Him, because He's working behind the scenes when I don't see Him working, and He's here. And I just thank you guys. I hope you guys are encouraged, you know, by my results and by my experience, and just continue to keep us in your prayers, because, you know, we're working on making a baby. And I just speak that in promises. I thank God for, you know, blessed is the fruit of my womb, and I am a fruitful vine, and I'm going to give birth soon, and my babies are coming. So thank you so much. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can leave comments below and I'll answer, but other than that, I'm signing off. So I'm excited that I got my results today on the live feed, and I'm happy that everything looks great. Until next time, hopefully I'll make a video about me being pregnant. So we'll see. Alright, God bless, guys.